fun crafty session, and wow, do I have some fun sneak peek products to be playing with this morning. I know it's early to be playing with July December mini catalog products, but I can tell you when it comes to snowflakes, you get me every single time. So I'm actually going to have a bit of a play with a really awesome bundle that is brand new in our July December mini catalog. Now, if you're watching this today and it's still in June 2022, these products are not available as a customer right now, but they are available if you want to pop them into a starter kit. So if you absolutely love what I've got and you absolutely cannot wait, because I've got a fun embossing kit essentials pack as well, which you are going to die for. Please, when you jump on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I've got Donna, Margaret, Diane. Hey, Diane, I got your registration for Sweet Delicious. Thank you very much. And Bree, hello, good morning. All right, so as I said, I've got a really fun couple of cards that I'm going to make today, so probably about 2 cards. So if you're new to my channel, I love to bring you crafty inspiration and show you step by step my design process from the beginning to the end. So choosing my color scheme, choosing the bundle that I'm going to use, and my layout, and actually how I get to create the projects. And as you know, if you've been watching me for a fair while, I wing it. I get the bundle out, I get the color scheme out, and I just go for it. So I show you my design process and my thought process. So if you're brand new to stamping, or if you've been crafting for quite a while, you will find that you will learn tips and tricks along the way, and that is what I do here in my virtual video for you. So good morning and welcome. So one of the things I love people doing is having a conversation with me here in the comments. I can see comments on Facebook. I'm going live in like 4 different places at the moment. So 3 different places on Facebook and over here on YouTube. So if you have any trouble with the live stream, if you're on Facebook, sometimes if you go to YouTube, you will find that it will be a better stream. If you are having trouble, sometimes just refreshing as well will actually help you. So hello and welcome. I can see I've got quite a few of you jumping on, and it's been a while. It's been a whole week since I've been live because things have been pretty busy here in my craft studio. I've had lots of designing to do because, believe it or not, I have about 3 weeks until my 2-day craft retreat in Beaudesert. So I'm super excited. I'm still designing some things. I've got 2 more classes to design and I'll be finished totally with designing all of our retreat things. So I did send, if you're registered for the retreat, I did send an email out telling you what ink pads and things we will be using and some of the things that you'll need on your supply list. And I'm super excited. It's going to be here before we know it. Friends saying, I can't wait. I know, me either. It's going to be a super fun weekend. So, and if you are wondering about my craft retreats, I hold them 3 times a year. So the next one will be towards the end of October, early November, or it could even be earlier in October. I'm just trying to work out dates at the moment, but I will have definite dates coming up soon. So the retreat for this time in July in Beaudesert is totally booked out at this stage. So if you want to jump in and enjoy these wonderful craft retreats, you spend 2 days with other crafty people. It's super awesome. If you can't travel to Beaudesert in Queensland, if that's not possible for you to actually be able to travel, you can actually get a retreat in a box, which is just exactly what everyone gets at the retreat. You just get it packed up in a box and it costs an extra $25 to get it posted out to you. But you get the PDF, you get all of the products to be able to make the 8 make and take projects. So it's a super fun retreat to be a part of. And I've realized now that my retreat is very different to a lot of other people's retreat because my retreat is very heavily product based. So for the fee, you get that back end product. So friends saying it's the best weekend ever. And it is. It's super fun. And everything is pre-designed for you. You just follow step-by-step instructions. And I spent the whole 2 days walking around, talking, laughing, and helping you create your make and take projects. I also do additional classes on top. So for the avid crafter, the awesome optional classes are an added bonus, and they are actually classes that if you don't get time at the retreat to do, you have everything with your kits and the bundle and everything to be able to create them at home as well. Fran says Donna gives us so much, and you know what? It's all about, that's what I love doing. I love spending a weekend crafting with people, and I love giving you as much product as you possibly can get. So when you pay your fee, I think, how much can I get for that amount of money to give back to them? So so it's a win-win situation. You never lose out. It's yeah, definitely very worth the price that I set for them. Okay, so let's get to the things that I have going on at the moment. So of course, we have a brand new catalog that is coming. Okay, so it's our July-December mini catalog. So I'm actually going to give you a sneak peek today of a product. I'm not allowed to show you in the catalog just yet. Now, I do have a link in the show more box down below on YouTube, and it's also in the description of this video. If you don't currently have a demonstrator and that you're working with, and you live in Australia and you would like a complimentary mini catalog, please hit that registration link where it says to sign up to my mailing list for my mini catalog, and I'll be more than happy to pop one in the post. I haven't done any of my catalog mail outs yet. I'm planning on getting to those this weekend. Life has just been a little bit crazy and too many things on my plate, so I am getting to it. So if you're a customer of mine, you will get a complimentary catalog no matter what. If you've purchased from me in the last 6 months, you will get a catalog. If you haven't got a demonstrator that you're working with and you would like a catalog, please reach out to me, register on that link, and I would be more than happy to pop the catalog in. So we have celebration coming up. So one of the things as demonstrators, so one of the things when you join Stampin' Up, and one of the perks is that we're able to order out of this catalog right now. So we've had all month that we've been ordering out of this catalog, and we're earning free items out of the celebration catalog as well. So it's a really, really great time to actually join Stampin' Up, because you actually get to enjoy, after your starter kit, earning free celebration products right through until the end of August. So we actually get an extra month of celebration. So it's super, super fun. All right. So a couple of things that I've got going on in my business at the moment is I have my Global Creative Tutorial Bundle, which is the Hues of Happiness. The link is in the show more box down below if you wanted to purchase this. I've got all of my other tutorials over there as well. They're $22 to purchase the tutorials, and you get 12 PDFs and 12 videos from 12 top demos around the world. So it's all around the world. They're overseas demos, Australian demos. So it's a super fun way to get creative and to help you with your creation, because there's nothing like getting inspiration from others to be able to know where to start from. And as I said, we concentrate on a suite each month. So, and the next one that we're doing is the, it's a male suite. So he's the man and he's all that, I think it's called. And we are doing some male themed cards. So if you struggle with male themed cards, that is coming in July. Monthly Stamps Club for this month is our Sending Smile Stamps. Now, this is a great way for you to be able to collect things in your crafting supplies. For each month, you pay $50. You get the stamp set, which for this month, it will be the Sending Smile stamp set. You get a card kit to make 6 cards, and you get a video tutorial. So you get to be a part of a Facebook group, and you get to access all of my other Stamps Club videos as well. So when you actually become a member of my Stamps Club, you actually get access to heaps and heaps of videos. They're all in that Facebook group. So if you're interested in doing that, now if you already own the stamp set, it's totally okay. You can swap it out for another one to the same value, and I will order that for you instead. But the kit and the video will all be whatever the stamp set is that's chosen for the month. Now, this is the last call for this month. I will be cutting kits next week, early next week. So if you haven't paid for your Stamps Club and you're part of my Stamps Club, then payments are due right now. If you think you might want to get in on the Sending Smiles Stamps Club, then by all means, please hit that registration link in the Show More box down below. Texture Chick is our next Sweet Delicious Fun Fold Club. $70 gets you a full pack of the Designer Series paper. You will get a full pack of the brushed metallic dots, and you will also get a full roll, and I'm going to be using this ribbon today, the rose gold. You also get, for the $70, you also get a video tutorial from myself showing you 3 fun fold cards, and you also get a video tutorial from Rose Ward from Stampers Delight showing you 3 fun fold cards. Plus, you get access in the Facebook group to all of our other Sweet Delicious Fun Fold videos as well. So it's a win-win situation as well. For $70, you get all of that. So you will need your own stamp set. You will also need your own inks and cardstock to be able to do that, but you can actually order them as add-on products. So as I said, with joining Stampin' Up, you get to choose $235 worth of product, and you only pay $169. Now, what I wanted to tell you is what you actually get, what value you get when you do that. One thing, you get to order from the July-December mini catalog. Another thing, you get a 20% discount after you purchase your starter kit on all of your crafting products, and you will get that no matter what for at least at this stage 4 months at least discount. But if you stay current, you will get an ongoing discount whenever you stay current with Stampin' Up. Plus, as my team member, I love to spoil my team members. So my team members get all of my Stamps Club. They also get all of my Global Creative tutorial bundles. They get that for free. Plus, they get to be a part of a great crafty community. Plus, we have monthly team meetings. It's a super, super fun group to be a part of. And we are awesome women all over Australia. So it doesn't matter where you live, we connect through social media and through the internet. All right. So last chance products can be put into a starter kit, so you can get even more for your money right at this very moment. So last chance products are our January to June mini catalog. So those products are going fast. So they're while supplies last. And also, if you decided to wait until next month to join, we have the beautiful Making Plans collection as a free purchase, the starter kit next. So it's a planner, it's got a stamp set that goes with it, and you've got 3 beautiful notebooks as well. So that's actually a free gift if you join in July or December, on top of choosing your $235 worth of product, and you still only pay $169. So it's a win-win situation. Plus, you get all of the other perks when you become a Wild Heart Crafter team member. All right, so enough with all that. Let's get on to what we're going to craft with. So the Joyful Flurry stamp set. So I'll just pop that up on the screen, what the stamp set is called and the item code. So you can see there on the bottom of the screen, it's the brand new Joyful Flurry bundle. It's on page 19 of your mini catalog, and it's $89 for the bundle. So you've got the stamp set, but you've also got these awesome dies. Now, oops, got a stamp that's stuck to the back of my dies. These awesome dies, I am telling you, are the star of the show. So we have all of these dies. Now, if you love snowflakes, you're definitely going to love this bundle because it is absolutely stunning. But the beauty of it is it has 4 dies, 4 dies in here that they actually create 3D texture on your card. And I'm going to show you today exactly how that happens. The first card I'm going to do, I'm just going to demonstrate the stamp set and how much fun you can have with some gorgeous snowflakes. And then the second card that I do, I'm going to demonstrate how these beautiful pop-up dies work with your crafting. So it's super, super fun. All right. So the first thing that I'm actually going to do is I'm going to bring in my supplies that I have. So I decided to go for a color combination of Night of Navy, Balmy Blue, and Smoky Slate. Now, I want to tell you about a little bit of a trick that I do when it comes to heat embossing. And if you don't have time to heat emboss. So I'm going to tell you that as we create this card, what my awesome trick is and how you can get away with it. And people have no idea. Well, some people may, but most people don't. All right, so I've got a basic white thick card base here. So I'm going to fold that in half and crease it with my bone folder. And I'm just going to pop that aside when we're ready to actually adhere everything. And I am actually going to use, for this one too, I'm going to use the Starry Sky ribbon because I thought it would go really, really well with the Night of Navy. You love the color combo, Bree? Yeah. I like when it comes to, look, Christmas crafting, I'm telling you, I know it's way, way, way too early to be doing Christmas crafting. But when it comes to Christmas crafting, I absolutely love snowflakes. I have so much fun with snowflakes, and I love using like Night of Navy and silver, or even Blackberry Bliss and gold, or Cherry Cobbler and gold. And gold embossing and silver embossing at Christmas is the bomb. But I wanted to show you, if you just decided not to do the embossing, I just wanted to show you how we could create a really super quick, easy card. All right, so we've got a combination of snowflakes here. We've got these all different size snowflakes. So I'm actually going to do a combination of colors, and I'm just going to create a little bit of designer series paper for the background of this card. So I'm just going to mount up these snowflakes. Okay, that. And I did decide that there was an embossing folder that I thought would go really, really well with this set as well. And it's called the 3D Wintry Embossing Folder. Now, we have that in our catalogue right at this very moment. So it's actually a product that is available right now. So I will bring that in as well because it's got a gorgeous snowflake. Can you see that? A gorgeous snowflake embossing folder. So I thought I would use that just to drum this up a little bit as we go. So the first thing what I want to do is I actually want to do some of these snowflakes. I just want to create a little bit of a pattern going down one side of this front layer. So I'm just going to partially, might go that way. Yeah. I'm just going to partially emboss this. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that in there. I'm just going to grab my cut and emboss machine and bring that in. Okay, so I'm just going to run that through. Now, when you use your cut and emboss, you always put your fold of your embossing folder, and this is called dry embossing. So if you haven't used any of these before, I just wanted to explain, we put the fold through. So it's actually a folder that your cardstock just slips inside. So it's a really great, fun thing to do when you're crafting, to add texture to your cards, and it just creates that little bit of special something on your card. I'm just going to make sure I've got that nice and straight. So we actually do have a straight line on the bottom of our embossing folder, just here, that we can, oops, we can line the bottom of our card up with that straight line there. And then we know that we've got it nice and straight. Okay, so I'm just going to run that through because I just want to do a partial embossing down one side. So I'm using the base plate for this and our number 4 embossing plate. Okay, and you will see that we get this gorgeous embossed edge on our card. Okay, all right, so we'll just pop that out of the way. So welcome to the people that are joining now. So that one is called the 3D Wintry 3D embossing folder. So it's really, really great for getting a gorgeous feature piece down the side here. All right, so I'm going to open up the 3 ink pads, and we're going to do a combination of these colors on this. Okay. So, of course, I'm going to do the largest one. I think I'm going to do in Balmy Blue. So I'm just going to grab that large snowflake. I think I'm just going to pop a Balmy Blue snowflake there. Then, of course, I'm going to take, I think I'm going to take the Smoky Slate. Now, the trick that I said to you about embossing is if you don't want to get the embossing, the heat embossing out, I can tell you this beautiful smoky slate ink can look like silver embossing. So to a person that is actually not an avid crafter, they would actually think that it looked silver. So that's one of my tricks that I absolutely love doing. Now I'm going to take the Night of Navy. We've got a small little snowflake here, so I'm just going to add some small snowflakes around like that. Okay, I do have another snowflake here, and I think I'm just going to, in Night of Navy, I'm going to ink that one up, and I'm just going to pop some little tiny sneak peek pieces in through here. Okay, and maybe a little sneak peek up through here. Maybe another little one through there. Okay, and now we've also got, as I said, we've got this cute little dots here. So I'm going to go through with my smoky slate and pop some little dots in amongst them. And these dots just creates a little bit more extra, cuteness to your card. Okay. So there we have a really, really quick, easy background that we've done. Okay. So now I actually thought that I might bring in some Night of Navy to pop in underneath, and that's going to really make that stamping pop out, as you can see. So I'll add that. I'm going to close up that ink so I don't get that all over me. I'll add that to my basic white stamped layer. Okay, so we have that. All right, now what I want to do is I want to add a little bit of this gorgeous ribbon coming down through here just to finish off this card and bring a little bit of bling to the card. So I'm just going to add that bit of ribbon. So I just use my Seal Plus and pop a little bit of Seal Plus top and bottom. And then that allows me to be able to pop that in. And I just want to put it on the fold of where that embossing folder, where we actually finished that embossing, and wrap it around. Okay. And trim that off. Okay. Now, I wanted to show you the gorgeous embossing essentials kit that we have. So I've got my base there. So you can see it's starting to come together quite nicely. Now we have this awesome new embossing kit, and it's coming in our January to June mini catalog. Now, I've got my old embossing buddy here. So yes, the embossing buddy has come back. So you get this gorgeous little embossing tray. You get a pair of tweezers, great tweezers. You also get the brush. You also get a new embossing buddy, not like mine there. But it's really, really great for protecting your surface when you're embossing and being able to collect that pesky embossing powder that seems to want to fly everywhere. So I'm just going to see if I can find in my box here I'm just going to find my silver embossing powder, which I have here. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how this cute embossing folder works. So, embossing tray works. So I'm going to grab, I'm thinking we might do It's a Season of Magic and Wonder. Sending you all the best this new year. That sounds good. I'm going to do that. Sending you all the best this new year. Okay, so I'm going to grab that and I'm going to mount that up on a block. like that. All right. So now, of course, when we're embossing, we have to make sure that we use our embossing buddy. Okay, so embossing buddy stops our embossing powder from clinging to, say, oil that's on our cardstock that we don't know is there. Now, of course, you're going to need Versamark ink. So Versamark ink is a clear, sticky, clear ink. Okay, so that's actually what the embossing powder sticks to. So I'm going to ink up my sentiment. Okay, and I'm going to stamp that down onto my cardstock like that. And then I'm actually going to sprinkle my embossing powder onto it. So I'm going to pop it into this cute, handy dandy little tray. And I'm going to sprinkle that silver embossing powder onto it. Okay, now with the cute little brush, we can brush off any excess that we don't need that's on our card. Okay, so if we've got any excess, because once we heat, that will stick to our card. So we don't want it sticking to our card in places where we don't want it to be. All right, so, and I still got embossing powder all over me, but now we can use our handy dandy little tweezers, okay, to hold it so we don't burn our fingers. And then we use our heat tool. So we pop our heat tool onto heat setting number 2. Good morning, Glenda. Hello, Linda. Jenny, hello. Crystal, Sue, hello. All right, so I'm just going to heat from underneath, and I'm just going to wait for that heat tool to heat up a little bit. And then you can see the magic. Look at that magic. Beautiful silver embossed sentiment. And there you have it. All right, so I'm now going to, I didn't stamp that real straight, but I might actually see if I've got, I'll just grab a punch from out and punch that one out. Bear with me while I find the punch. Okay, so this one's a gorgeous, beautiful new punch. And if someone knows the name of it, you can actually tell me what the name of it is, but I'm going to pop it. What's going on here? I want to pop it right in there. Something's happening. Wow, it didn't have to be that hard. Okay, so I'm going to punch it up towards the top here, and then I'm going to stamp a couple of little snowflakes on the bottom there. Okay, so I'm just going to bring in that scrap piece of paper I had again. And just with a little tiny one, I'm just going to do tone on tone stamping here. So I'm just going to pop some little snowflakes around the bottom there. Okay. So you can see here, this card's come together really, really quick, just with a color combination of 3 different colors and a little bit of heat embossing. Have a good day, Jenny. A little bit of heat embossing and 3 different colors. So I'm just going to pop some dimensionals on the back there. Okay, so we'll pop that down there like that. And then, of course, we will grab our ribbon and make a cute little bow. Hey, Kayla, how you going? I'm playing with some snowflakes, even though it's not anywhere near Christmas, but why not? Get me every time when it comes to snowflakes, every time. I love them. Love, love, love. One day I'm dreaming of having a white Christmas somewhere. You never know what life will bring. You never know where I might end up. I mean, all of my American and Canadian friends, you all make me jealous when you have white Christmases. I love the snow. Okay, so I think I'm just going to pop that down the bottom there. So I'm just going to grab a glue dot and my Take Your Pick tool. Oh no, have you got it, Kayla? Did you catch it too? I know you said that you were hoping that everybody had it all at once in the household. I think everybody's a little bit the same, aren't they? When one person gets it in the household, they hope that everyone gets it so you can get it all over and done with all in one go. Hey, Jeanette, how you going? It'll be freezing cold down there for you, Kayla. I know I went there in April, I think it was, April for hockey tournaments. And it's freezing cold then. We were having 11-degree days, but you guys are getting way lower temperatures than that at the moment. But then I suppose it's part and parcel of living in Tassie, isn't it, the colder weather? Yeah, it's not a good thing. Well, you know what? Look after yourself, girl, and keep yourself rugged up, and hopefully it's a speedy recovery for you and it's not too bad. And how are you going, Jeanette, up there in, are you still at Bribey Island with your mum? There we go. So we've got that. And then, of course, what's going to really finish that off, we can pop a few rhinestones on there to actually give it a little bit more bling. And I've got an insert here, so I'll just bring back in my scrap piece of paper and we'll just use that combination of stamps again. So we'll do a balmy blue, down there. We will do a smoky slate with that one. We will do a night of navy with that one. Wow, I've got inks open galore here. Don't get my arms in them. A night of navy with that one. And then, of course, our smoky slate. We'll do a couple of little dots in amongst them. Cute as a button. Sending you all the best this new year. We might do It's the Season of Magic and Wonder inside here too. Am I going to have enough room to do that? Yep, we will. Okay, we'll do that in Night of Navy, I think. Hopefully that's going to be straight. Yep, not too bad. Okay. You're loving all the blue, Kayla? Yeah. I mean, you could take it one step up further and use some gorgeous silver foil and some silver embossing would be fantastic. Okay, pop that on there and we'll go inside. Okay. I never struggle when it comes to designing with snowflakes. Never ever do I struggle. It's so they're so beautiful to be able to create with. Okay, so we've got some rhinestones. I'm going to pop a few rhinestones now in the middle of those. Oops. There. there. And of course, we'll just splatter a few around here. And maybe one over there. Whoops. There. And of course, to finish that off, I would then do a gorgeous envelope. So we'll grab one of our Stampin' Up envelopes, and I'll just grab my inks out again. And as you can see, just the combination of these gorgeous stamps and colors makes it so easy to create. Do you add a card insert to most of your cards? Yes, Nadia, I always add an insert. I never, ever send a card without an insert. Never. It's just something I've always done. We don't want naked inserts. You love the bundle, Luz? I'm sorry. What can I say? Okay, and then of course on the front I'm just going to pop another bit of snowflakes down in through there. We'll do one there like that. We will do this one. Like that. And this little one. And there you have a quick, easy card, just stamping, and a punch and a little bit of an embossed layer. So let's move that out of the way. So there you go. One really quick, easy card. And you've got a gorgeous envelope to match, which is super stunning. All right. Whoa, and I just lost my take your pick tool down there. All right, so moving right along, I just need to clean up my embossing here because I'm going to use a different embossing. So I just wanted to show you how this embossing tray works. You undo this little knob here. You grab your brush, tip it down, and everything goes back into your container. So how awesome is this? I know, you all want one now, don't you? I've been wanting one of these for many, many years, I can tell you. And I knew that Stampin' Up! Didn't sell them. And I even looked on eBay thinking, will I get one? Will I buy one? Will I buy one from someone else? And you know what? Then Stampin' Up! Did the trick and bought them out for us. So I was super, super excited to be able to get that. All right. Let's move on to our next card. And our next card, I decided that I wanted to use some of the gorgeous rose gold foil. And I also wanted to do a little bit of embossing as well. So I've got copper embossing powder this time. So I've got a card base again, basic white, thick. Now, if you want the measurements for these cards, on my mailing list, my email list, because I send out a free PDF tutorial with all of the measurements every Tuesday from my live crafting session. So if you're interested in getting the measurements and create these cards, please make sure that you sign up to my email list. It's in the show more box down below, and you will get a free PDF each week of my Thursday creating. Now, everyone will probably say, I didn't get one this week. You didn't get one this week because I actually only showed a sneak peek on Thursday, last Thursday, of all the new products. So I actually didn't do a free PDF this week, but there will definitely be one coming next Tuesday. So make sure you're on that emailing list. You've just ordered one. You can't wait to get it. Nadia, I am telling you, you are going to love it. Absolutely love it. But as I said, that embossing tray has been something that I've been waiting on for many, many years. So, and I used to see people that were demonstrators from for many, many years, and they already had theirs. And I was like, oh my God, I want one of those. All right. Okay, so what I've got for this card, I've actually got a piece of the iridescent rose gold. So can you see the different colors in that? It's absolutely amazing. Okay, so I'm going as a backing in behind my card. But I've also got another smaller piece here with a backing here out of basic white as well. Now I want to show you how these dies work, because these dies are superb, and it's really, really great when you can actually see how they pop up. So they've got like a 3D pop-up effect. All right, so I'm actually going to cut that one out of the white. So I'm going to bring cutting them again. Now, for this, I'm going to be using, you can all scream at me, but I love mine and it's still working, so I'm using it, and it hasn't come apart yet. I'm going to use my magnetic plate. All right, so I'm going to pop this on, and I'm just going to center that die right in the middle of this square that I've cut out of basic white. Now the dies. Okay, well, I'm telling you, Jeanette, this is what you're going to see, and you are absolutely going to go, they are stunning. All right, so when you take the die off, as you can see, it stays in the cardstock. Let me move that out of the way. It stays in the cardstock. But what you do is you bring your handy dandy, take your pick tool in, and you flip up the pieces. Can you see that? You flip them up. And I am telling you, it creates, looks like it is bursting off the front of your card. It is so super, super cute. Absolutely gorgeous. And the beauty of it is when you actually pop something in behind, you can actually see in behind. You could do colored cardstock, you can do foil, you can do glimmer paper in behind, but you actually see that shining through when you pop it onto your card. Okay, so you just, with your take your pick tool, what you're doing is I'm just pushing with my fingernail in underneath just to get it started, and you're popping up all of those pieces. You could probably turn it upside, turn it and poke them through from the back, but I just find that it's easy just to pop your fingernail in underneath and it pops them up. Okay, well, if my fingernail would get that little bit. All right, so as you can see, it pops up this gorgeous snowflake, and it brings the snowflake to life. So Janet's saying there's 4 sets with these type of dies. So then the magic is when you pop this in underneath, can you see that? You've got it shining through in underneath. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, the hydrangea, but it wasn't large enough to actually see it. But these are gorgeous, and you can see 3D. Look at that. Hey Glenda, how you going? So you get that gorgeous 3D look. All right. So what I decided to do was I thought the rose gold ribbon would be really, really cute with this, but I also thought we don't have rose gold embossing powder, but I thought that the copper embossing powder would go really, really nice with it and actually blend in quite nice. So I'm actually going to grab that scrap piece of paper again. I'm going to ink up with my Versamark. Oops. I'm going to ink up. I think I'm just going to do that cute rounded one, so it will go with this type of the die cut that we've got. Oh, And I must remember my embossing buddy. Okay, go over my paper with my embossing buddy to make sure that I don't have any static on my cardstock or anything that the ink is going to. Okay, so I'm randomly going to stamp these snowflakes around. Once again, a bit of a background look to my card. Okay, so we've got that one there, and then I'm going to use the little tiny one in amongst it as well. And add some little tiny ones. And I think that will be quite nice. All right. So we've used our Versamark ink. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my tweezers and I'm going to pop this into, got to make sure I grab where I haven't put any ink on. There. Okay, so I've got that. Take that out of the way. All right, so now I can bring in my copper embossing. And you're going to see this piece of cardstock come to life. You really are. I never, ever get tired of heat embossing, ever. Okay. Whoops. And did you see me just flick that everywhere? I did. Okay, so let's move that out of the way. I just put it all over my keyboard. All right, so now I'm just going to heat emboss. And I always heat from underneath. The reason that I heat from underneath is to make sure that, one thing, I don't blow all my heat embossing around, but it also, the heat warps your cardstock, and I like it to curl down and under, not curling up on the corners. So when you do it, it will actually glue down nicer when going down, not upwards. So it's personal preference, but it's just what I do. But can you see that gorgeous, I'll better get into the camera a little bit more, gorgeous heat embossing turning beautiful in copper. Now the trick to heat embossing is to make sure that you let it go bubbly, and then when it starts to smooth out, you stop with your heating. Because once it starts to smooth out, you have done it. You've melted it and it's done the job. If you overheat, you can burn that embossing powder and it will go very matte and not shiny at all, and that means you've overheated it too much. But you can see that gorgeous copper embossing, but it gives that rose gold effect as well. So when you're trying to match up with your rose gold foil, copper embossing powder will go really well with it. Perfect. And then I finish off on top. If there's some little bits that I may have missed, I just finish up on top very quickly. Okay. And there we have a gorgeous embossed layer for our card. Okay. I'll pop that aside. All right. So I thought what I would do is just cut out some of these gorgeous gold flakes as well. Now, there is one snowflake here. So we've got these two gorgeous snowflakes that we can cut out. Now, the larger snowflake, this one here, I just want to tell you this, it doesn't cut all the way through. So that one is actually designed to stay in your cardstock and actually like pop up like the other one did. So it actually doesn't cut all the way through. You can make it cut all the way through. And I just want to show you, there's just little pieces in here that don't cut, but you can actually get your snips in and cut, and you can use it as cuts out. All right, and we do have snowflakes too that stamp and cut out as well, but there was just too much to show you with this bundle all together today. But anyway, I'm going to cut out some of those. So I'm just going to, and for the ease of this, I know everyone says use that. I'm just going to use this scrap piece. I'm just going to use that for the backing there and be done with it. But I'm going to use this scrap piece. And I'm going to bring in my cut and emboss again, and I'm going to cut out a couple of these gorgeous snowflakes. Lids there. Because they're super cute. Really know how many I'm going to use. So I'm going to probably cut a couple of them out. I'll cut a few out, and I can always pop them back into... Whoops, I can always pop them back into my case, my stamp case, and use them again and again if I've got extras. So I tend to, when I'm cutting things out, I tend to, if I've got the time and the chance to do it, I just cut a few out and make the choice of whether I want to use as many as I want and then keep the rest. Okay, so I've got 4. That'll be enough. That. And that. All right. So we'll pop those snowflakes back into that. All right. Okay, so let's bring this card back in. So, of course, we have that gorgeous ribbon. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere my layer to the rose gold. And if I had a rectangle die sitting here, I could probably cut out some rectangles of the rose gold. But you know what? For the sake of this video, I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to stick it on. So don't watch. Anyone that is a very conservative crafter, don't watch me use all that foil in behind here. You didn't see it. There. Okay. Now, I'm going to have to hold that down for a while, because when you're using liquid glue on foil, or I could actually do this and pop a block on there. Pop the big one. I'm going to pop the block on there to make it stay down. Okay, there. Now, for the inside of this card, I could do heat embossing, but you know what? It's one of those times where I'm like, I don't have the time. Do I really want to do that? So I'm actually going to use just some Blushing Bride. And I'm going to use Blushing Bride. I'm also going to use, no, I'm going to use Blushing Bride. And then I could use some Smoky Slate or some Grey Granite. Oh, I've got Smoky Slate out. I may as well use Smoky Slate. Indecision. And I'm going to do a similar thing. I'm going to stamp on the sides with my Blushing Bride. So we'll stamp a couple of snowflakes down there. Okay, now with the Smoky Slate. I think where did I put the Smoky Slate? Right there. Okay. We can do some little ones with Smoky Slate in between. And then I actually think with the dots, I do want to do a little bit of copper in here to actually bring some of the copper from the front to the inside of the card. So I'm going to use my dots. I'm also going to use my embossing buddy, because we've just done ink there. We don't want the copper embossing powder sticking to it. Versamark. and some dots, and we'll use a couple of little dots down there. And of course, we'll bring in that copper embossing powder again that we still have in our container here. And we can just dip it in. Okay, and we've got some cute little copper dots there. Bring in the heat tool again. Once again, heating from underneath. Are they ever going to bring the buddies back? Julie, in the embossing kit, you get one. You get one with the embossing tray. I'm just using my old one, but yes, you get a new one with the embossing essentials kit. Okay, we've got some cute little rose gold dots there. And look at those. How cute is that? So yes, in the embossing buddy, you actually get a brand new embossing buddy as well. All right, so we're going to pop that one, the inside of the card. Oh, got embossing powder everywhere here. Okay, so because it's actually been embossed, I like to use a strong glue. So I'm using my Seal Plus, because when you've actually warped the cardstock itself, it's best to use a good stronghold glue to make it sit down. So I'm going to do that for the inside of the card. I need to stand up to get this nice and even in here. Okay, so just like that. Okay, and you can see when you use a stronghold glue, it sits nice and flat then in your card. Okay, so we've got this gorgeous gold ribbon. So I think I'm just going to, I'm going to pop that there. Yeah, I'm going to go down the side here. So I'm going to use my Seal Plus. Pop a bit of Seal Plus there and a bit there. This ribbon is gorgeous. And there. Oops, we need to straighten it up. There, like that. Okay, I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back. Now, I don't know whether anyone follows me on Instagram. Trick with the take. Who gets dimensional backings everywhere in their house? Every time you turn around, you find dimensional backings, and you find them in the weirdest, strangest places. Type into the comments and let me know the strange ever found a dimensional backing. But with your Take Your Pick tool, you can actually use your pokey end and actually collect them all in one go. It is really easy to take them off, and I found out this trick because it was very hard with gel fingernails to be able in and get those dimensional backings. So tell me, where is the strangest place that you have ever found a backing? In your toilet? Susan, does that mean it was in your clothes? Was it actually physically in the toilet or in the room of the toilet? The strangest place I've found one is in my bed. I've gone to make my bed in the morning. Must have sat on them. Cat food tray for Jeanette. What, you mean your cats didn't like to eat them? In your shoe as your foot came out with the backing on it, floating, floating in the toilet. You found one in your car, Glenda, so it went all the way into your car, all over the floor, on my cat, down my shirt. Well, you know, those pesky little backings seem to get just absolutely anywhere, don't they? They're funny little things. They just seem to find their way into places where you just can't imagine that they would ever be, but they do. Okay, so when you're actually gluing this down, you've got to make sure that you don't put glue on behind all of these pieces because you want them to be able to sit up for you in the swimming pool. On your cat, says Carol. Julie says, down my shirt. Too much information. Pesky little things, aren't they? Okay, so we have that. You found one on your dog's tongue, Diane. You found a sequin in your hair. All right, so I'm then going to pop that up on there. So we'll use some dimensionals on that. All right. And don't be skimpy with your dimensionals. Make sure you use on the floor at work. But do you have your crafting now, Ruth? Tell us the truth. Do you have your crafting supplies at your work? Your grandson's nappy on it, not in it. Margaret. Okay. There. And we have some of these gorgeous. I actually want to do a really cute little just happy Christmas in the middle here. I'm going to grab that out. And I probably should heat emboss it, I think, just to match in with everything else. So let's do that. Let's see if I can get this straight on here. I might have to stand up and maneuver this. I think it's straight enough. Let's see. As soon as we put it in the embossing powder, we're going to tell. Bit hard to see when it's clear. Not bad, but see, I've got a halo. So, see the halo that I've got? I can use the brush and brush it away. And then I just got it off the S, so we'll go again. Ah, I did it again. Okay, let's get that going first, and then that. Sorry, bear with me. Anyway, it'll do. We don't have to be perfect with our crafting because, after all, it's handmade. Just going to heat emboss that. Okay. Not the best sentiment, but it will be okay. Okay, so I'm going to pop that one in down there. I'm going to pop a little mini dimensional on the end so it will stay popped up. Just there. And some liquid glue on the rest. You found one in the bottom of your craft bag. You like this card a lot, Jeanette? Or should I say Jan? I keep calling you Jeanette because that's what the name that shows up there on the screen. Okay. All right, so we've got that. that we're just going to pop in there, and then that dimensional is going to sit there for us, so it's going to keep it popped up. And then of course we just need some glue dots for our cute little snowflakes. So Jan, have I made you put it on your wish list now? Do you think it's definitely going to be part of the wish list? So I'm just going to pop that on there. I'm going to pop one there. I'm going to pop one down here. I'm going to pop one in the middle. Like that. And I don't know, am I going to tie a bow with this ribbon or a knot, or do you think it's okay just the way it is? Type into the comments and let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think I need to tie a bow? Do you think it needs a bow or no bow? Just cleaning my desk up here a bit. What do you think? Let me see if I can tie a bow with this. It's a fairly thick ribbon. Margaret's saying as is. Okay, as is. Oh, the bow's cute though. The bow is cute. Just saying. You found one on your eyeglasses. We're still talking about dimensionals here. Yeah, the bow is a bit bulky, isn't it? Bit too bulky. It's cute though. A knot. Let's try a knot. Can we do a knot? Can we try a knot? Let's see. I'm not going to let it beat me. Let's try that. Ooh, like a knot. Good suggestion. There we go. Awesome. I like the knot. Too busy with a bow or not? Oh, you were saying not to. Anyway, it's all good. And then, of course, a little bit of bling. Now, if I had probably champagne rhinestones would look really, really good with this, but I don't actually think I have any on hand here at the moment. Nope. So it'll just have to be plain old rhinestones, if I can even find them. I had them. Ah, there they are. Of course, under everything. All right. Okay, so we're just going to add some of these cute little rhinestones around. Add some in there, one there. We're just going to add, this is going to be one of those over the top cards. If you're an avid crafter, you'll understand. Okay, I think that's enough. All right, well, there you go. What do you think? And where was my other card? Here's my other card. So there's two gorgeous cards using this beautiful bundle. So two totally different cards, but don't you just love What's Dad doing in the background? Can you hear that? I went really quiet there at one stage because I wanted to hear. My mum had a phone call from the doctor, so I wanted to hear what the doctor was saying, and she was telling Dad, I don't know, he's doing something with a machine. I have no idea. Can you hear that, Fran? He's always doing something in the background. So I just wanted to thank you very much for spending a bit of crafty time with me here today. Once again, my name is Donna Gray, and I'm a Stamping Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. And I love bringing you crafting videos showing you step by step exactly my design process, my thought process, and how easy it is to actually create a card. And as you can see, with the right step by step instructions, anyone can make cards exactly like this. And I'm telling you, by doing step by step instructions, you are quite capable of making gorgeous cards. And case away, copy and case away, and share it on your Facebook. If you give it a go, give it a try, and let me know how it turned out for you. So thank you very much. And as I said, any of those classes that I have that are on at the moment, the Sweet Delicious Texture Chic Fun Fold class, also the Global Creative Tutorial Bundle, my Stamps Club, if you want to be a part of that, all of the links are in the Show More box down below. If you wanted to purchase any of these products that I've showed you here today and you're watching in June, the only way that you can get these products are actually in a starter kit right now, and I can be very helpful if you wanted to do something like that and have a discount on your crafting products. You get a 20% discount and start earning celebrations on your first order after your starter kit straight away. Choose $235 worth of product and only pay $169, but then be a part of a great crafty community. If you're interested and you've been thinking about it, please feel free to give me a call. You will find my contact information down below. Give me a call. I would be more than happy to help you. I might even actually pop my phone number. There's my phone number on the screen. If you wanted to place an order over the phone, then please make sure, give me a call on my mobile. I'll be more than happy to help you place an order. Or if you're thinking about joining our Wild Heart Crafters team, you will see the join link below or in the description of this video. I would love to invite you to my crafty community. We are an awesome bunch of girls all over Australia, and we have so much fun being a part of Stampin' Up. So thank you, everyone. And until next time, Buddy is only in Catalogue. Yes, the Embossing Buddy is only in the Embossing Editions kit. So it's not actually on its own. I'm assuming and I'm hoping, I'm not saying that I know, I don't know any information, but maybe in our next annual catalogue, they may bring the Embossing Buddy back, seeing they've got it in the Embossing Editions kit. All right, but no, you never know. But just buy the kit, then you get the little tray and everything, and the tweezers and the little brush. It's really, really super cute. Okay, have a great